Shiver me timbers, matey. We've tackled quite a few concepts. If you've worked with page builders a lot, many of these things will make sense. If this is your first entrance into the world of website making and you happen to stop at the Divi 5 module 1, a lot of this may be a little bit overwhelming. But that's why we take it slower, as always here at Websites for Beginners, that you can really get into it and get it on. And then we bring you more modules and we build it out gradually. All that we've done with the presets up to this point is something that we will repeat in this module, and we'll stick it to the breakpoint system. Let's call it the breakpoint system, and then we have the fluid system, which we will tackle in other modules. Let's do something fun and nice and easy, and that is animation. I say that, but I'm actually not an animation guy. I don't see the value in it. I don't think there is actual real tangible benefit in it. I know we have this concept of, ooh, it moves, so it must be important, but I'm not so sure it does anything. And the data kind of backs me up on this, and specifically on mobile devices, motion means almost nothing, but it's there. We love it, so let's do a little bit of motion. Every module element within Divi can be animated. Let me just go and click here on the section. Click on the section, you get the blue background. It opens here on the right. Go to design, and at the very bottom you see we have the animation options. So the entire section can be animated. But I don't like to animate entire sections because then you start with a blank background, which we don't like. Therefore, we go one container down, one child element down. And from the section, the next one is the row, the green one. Select that and we do the same. It's already open, that animation. That was the last one we selected. And you can see it says row here in the top. These ones here, they are the basic ones and you should stick to them. You can play around with this animation. I'll maybe do it once or twice during a tutorial. But if you watch many of my other tutorials, I just don't do animation. The one I would use here is called zoom. And I think one of the reasons whenever I'm working with Divi, I usually think of animation. Divi kind of did animation better than anyone else before it was a thing. And you'll find on many of the starter sites within Divi, there is always a lot of animation. Everything flips in from the right or fades in from the bottom. Well, we're going to do the zoom. With the zoom selected, we had the animation. Unfortunately, there is no way to replay that just occurred, but you can make it replay by just changing a few things over here. Start with the animation direction. Let's start from bottom, and you see that's how it plays, and that's strange. It's the direction, so it means it moves into the direction of the bottom. Let's do it from the top. I like this. It grows from the bottom like a flower or like your coffee dripping into your cup. People overthink these things. You can do left, same thing, but I like this one from the top. That means it grows from the bottom. There's a delay here for your hero section. Do not apply delay. You want it immediately on your page. And then there's animation duration. 1000 milliseconds is an entire second. Half a second is 500 milliseconds. Much quicker. A little too quick, so that default of 1000 milliseconds is good. You have a few more here. Animation intensity, and that is the abruptness. If you put it here, you see it happens really, and that is a little bit slower. Actually, that's pretty nice, but most of the time for these two, animation intensity and animation starting opacity, for this kind of grow effect, I will leave it. You have control over the speed curve. I like ease in for this one. Oh no, ease out. Ease out, which is what it was. And then you have repeat, which you clearly don't want to do here. One thing that Divi can improve when it comes to animation is to make animation responsive. Go over and select tablet. And once you do that, you can see here tablet breakpoint not supported. It says that tablet breakpoint not supported. You can make changes maybe here in terms of the delay, but I cannot deactivate it. This is a big pity that I cannot put it to none, because this kind of animation is not a good idea for mobile devices. And why? Because people scroll very quickly when they're on a mobile device. We can save this and we can go test it on the mobile device so you can see that. I'll hit again the function key F12 on my keyboard. Now we are here. Let's put it on iPhone 12 Pro. Reload this page. And there's the animation. Yeah, I understand it's there. But if you have critical information on your page somewhere and people scroll and they just flick through the page, they will miss that information. And that may have been the important animation. So where I like animation and I can use animation for my desktop display, I would have preferred that it could be switched off for tablet and phone. This is something I think they should be able to do. Other page builders can do it. But we've learned in the world of page builders, just because others do it doesn't mean we'll do it. It's like they have this agreement like, oh, that feature over there, everybody loves it. We're never going to do it. All of these builders, they do this. Just copy and borrow from each other. Right on. We are done with this section. Now we can build out the rest of the page. We can go a little bit quicker. We can repeat and recycle those concepts that we've learned and dive into these presets and how they can make your website really stand out.